Okay, well, we do see a pair of Borsig again. Waffensträger is the name for that German Tier 8 tank destroyer, and I cannot wait to see what kind of damage you're going to do again. Yeah, once
well,
again,
we know how much damage you can do.
I know, but like on this map, like how they fare.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, we can see UAD going with a 1390 controlled by Onion Head just to try to counter and outmaneuver those tank destroyers.
Definitely.
It's going to be very interesting to see how they fare on this one. And yeah, just for clarification's sake here, we can see the ISG troops starting to the north and apparently making that hill climb their opponents UAD to the south.
Yep, and already we do see You Are Dead moving over here to the western part of the map. They're sending up Onion Head in that AMX 13 up way towards the west of the map, up the railway at this point. They have no idea where the Insidious Gaming members are, and they have to be careful not to get caught by those Orshing tank destroyers, because if those tanks spot any members of You Are Dead, that tank's pretty much gone. If they land those shots on these IS-3s, half of its hit points get taken out with one shot by that tank destroyer. Those AMX 50s probably even more, and then the AMX 13 even more than that. The only way that they can really, I guess, handle these two tank destroyers coming out from the Insidious Gaming side is if they can get behind the tanks. Because as long as, because the thing about the tank destroyers, or at least most tank destroyers in this game, is that the front armor and the front hull of the tank is usually extremely tanky, extremely armored, and it's very hard to penetrate that part of the tank. But if you can get behind a tank destroyer, or even the side sometimes, you can get some nice damage on those tanks.
Alright, so Onion Head drawing first blood here with his 1390, taking out Hobbs and his T1. Now, just to give you more info on those wonderful Borsig Waffensträger Tier 8 tank destroyers, well, they got 1100 hit points, as you can see on screen. They've got, actually, they're really slow. It's only like 35 kilometers per hour.
Well, they have to be
top
slow,
speed.
yeah.
They're extremely slow, but decent armor for a tank destroyer, and the damage-wise, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Ridiculous. 268 to 613 hit points of damage per round. Wow.
Actually, what's the reload time on
the reload
turret?
time is 5.5.
That's not bad at all.
That's very, very decent. It's got very good accuracy as well. So the aim time is 2.3 seconds. So that's kind of. But you know what? It's got to be a minus for a tank destroyer as well. So the view range is 400 meters. So needless to say, if you're on a straight line, you're dead meat.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Pretty much. You Are Dead over here towards the western part of the map.
And obviously being a little scared to move forward.
Yeah, and Insidious Gaming are way over there to the east on kind of the base of the hill.
Yeah, they're just like defending their own base pretty much.
I think it's going to be a while until we see an actual engagement.
Yeah.
Just because neither team is nowhere near each other at this point, and neither team is going to push up, because if You Are Dead come out, those tank destroyers are just going to mangle them. There's nothing really they can do against a head-on engagement against tank destroyers.
And besides, the ISG can't really afford to actually come out themselves,
yeah,
otherwise
exactly.
they would be maneuvered as well.
Exactly. And yeah, especially with those tank destroyers, they're going to be way too slow.
And look at that, like UAD, they're doing the right thing. I mean, not only do they have Onion Head just to maneuver those tank destroyers, but they spread out. They didn't make the mistake of like clustering all their heavy forces together and provide an easy target for those tank destroyers. So you know what? I foresee a very drawn out force set.
Quite possibly so. We're down to about 6 minutes plus about 15 seconds. And we look at this God Cal 1 actually coming out over here, moving his way up.
Well, the T1s are doing their job, so like he's realizing there's really nobody to the Central Park area. So now he knows kind of. I mean, like the UAD forces know that most likely those are just waiting at the bottom of the hill to the northeast. They realize that much. So they got to reposition themselves, but if they try to go for a capture, they're gonna get cut in half.
Oh, most definitely. There's no way they can afford to go for a base capture, especially without any vision or information.
And even like if they try, you know those ruins that are just right west of that starting position with those windows, even if they try to go there, they're still gonna get like absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, last out on ends, even though the I-3 got up there to the balcony area, and usually that area, it gives really, really good cover, and tanks,
especially with an I-3.
Especially with an I-3 up there, it's very hard to hit that tank. But with that Borsig, they hit it, and not only did they hit the IS-3, they got it down to half health.
I'm a new fan of this Borsig Waffenschläge here. I gotta say, like, wow, German efficiency. You can't do much better than that. 2 shots, 1 kill.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, Nisa being spotted here. Hugh actually Nisa might get taken out. Oh, actually, yeah, one more shot might do it. No, he's still alive here.
He's just dodging shells here.
Yeah. Nisa, you gotta be careful. If you die, I will never forgive you.
Don't put pressure on the kid like that.
No, but he should be fine. Nisa, of course, in that T1 over there. Mini-Chun doing some nice scouting for You Are Dead right now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they know that they're lurking like at the bottom of the hill.
But if I were You Are Dead, I would be progressing at least a little bit more towards
the inner city, like
towards
to the north.
To the north, because they know that at least a couple members of Insidious Game are camping the base of the hill.
But at the same time, they can't ignore those 110s too, because those 110s, and especially that Pershing, could actually go for a capture of their own, like, through the hills. So I'm actually, if I were UAD and considering how one-sided the previous set was, like, yeah, I'm not surprised that they're playing it very safe. At this point, because, well, I mean, needless to say, they can't afford to lose this set, otherwise they're out. And yeah, really, that's the last thing they expected.
Yeah, most definitely. They are moving in, though. God Cow 1 leading the troops right now in his IF3. His other teammates are slowly following behind. Mini-Chun also taking a little bit of damage right here. He's actually calling for help.
Yeah, you've got Nisa with his T1. But even if Nisa gets taken down here, it's not going to make any difference whatsoever. Oh, you've got those 2 tanks. Actually, it's just right next to. I think those are the 110s.
Yeah,
they're just right next to the northern starting position. Really, just in case the UAD forces go for a capture, which they will not. Honestly, I foresee a drop.
Think so?
I think so, because I don't see UAD just moving out to try to attempt anything because of those tank destroyers. I don't see them taking that risk, and I don't see ISG like trying to come out of cover either, because they would be too vulnerable themselves.
Yeah, most definitely. So God Cow 1 is slowly pushing up here, and his other teammates are following him as well. So it could potentially be a push coming up from You Are Dead. This definitely extremely risky though. If they lose this, they're out. And going against those Bosig tank destroyers, it's once again it's extremely risky.
Yeah, they've won me over. I'd
be very surprised actually.
Honestly, after we're done with this, let's just go play with those like Waffenschläge tanks. Like I just like seeing that. I'm like, wow, this is absolutely brutal.
Chun and Nisa still dueling it out here on the base of the hill.
Well, like you said, UAD forces like slowly but surely creeping up to the northern city, taking position very close to the Insidious starting point. But
look at Legacy and a very
he might
close
just start
to
the
base.
capture. He
No,
might.
I don't think so.
He can start the capture by just being like at the corner of the building.
Yeah. But if he starts to capture though, his position is going to be compromised, and then all of Insidious Gaming will know that all of You Are Dead are kind of around.
I think he's just waiting for his teammates to take position, and there you go.
Yeah.
He's going to start it. Yeah, he's going to start the capture. There you go. Yep. Legacy Jana, like well hid behind the building, starting
right
the capture.
now. They're just trying to draw out.
Exactly, and they're gonna.
They want to
even
even the playing field.
Yeah, ISG's gonna have to come out now to fight this. So Elite coming out. There you go.
Mini-Chun going down in this T1.
Yeah. So Elite with his 110, just drawing things up in terms of T1. Now the rest of them, it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how ISG is gonna counter this base capture, because they will have to come out of cover.
Yeah.
I don't think they were counting on that like angle.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Death Skies and God Cow 1 dueling it out here. And God Cow 1 might be in some trouble because...
Death Guy's taking a lot of damage here. You've got Nikolai that's coming. Oh, Nikolai with a huge shot. I mean, those are massive.
Oh, man. Yeah, one shot literally taking out half of his hit points immediately.
However, the base capture is still going on. So the 110s are going to have to come out of cover to defend this, and that's going to... Honestly, I don't think UAD are looking pretty good. Look at that. C-Chai taking a lot of damage.
Soldier doing some nice damage to Lee. He does take one shot there. He should be fine. God Cow 1 does have his back kind of around the corner here.
But it's just like the base capture pressure
they have
here.
to take care of this base capture, which they will actually. They should be able to take this base capture.
Right. So no. The base capture has been cancelled.
Yep.
So oh boy. So yeah, one of those 110 goes down. The 1390 went down.
God Cow 1 in trouble too.
Yeah, indeed. God Cow 1 here is probably going to go out. Dritz with that last shot should take care of him. Oh,
4 hit points. He actually gets one shot off before going down.
Yeah. But both Nikolai and Elite still alive as well. This is not looking good at all.
Yeah,
One of those tank
Nomi's
destroyer-
here though. Nomi's here.
Yeah,
with
yeah, but
full hit
Grits.
points.
Yeah, but look at that. Grits is also very healthy. He's ramming it. Elite here.
Oh no,
Elite.
Soldier Wu about to go down.
Yeah,
There he
He goes
goes.
down. This